Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 3rd of April 2018. So yesterday, the markets trading in the US closed all the way through Europe for the bank holiday weekend. The pound up. You see there was some selling around though. It was tough to get it moving, but eventually prices moved higher and then sideways, and then again the selling came back in here, and you can see the very high volume that we have just here before prices then headed back down, a bit of a bounce, and then below where they'd started the trading session, sideways to higher on the overnight. And in the daily chart you can see that at the moment we're still to the buy side. We're above the 20-bar average, and we've also got a situation where the markets have found a bit of support just here at this level of 140.10, 140 being a major level for this market. So let's just remove a few of these fibs, and if the market is going to attempt to move back towards the upside, then the first area of resistance is going to be at this 76% retracement, and then here, and also the final one will be the swing pivot that is left behind there, and the 62% also coming in at the same price as that 76, which is not unusual. So these areas here are ones to look out for, and of course a break below the 140 will see the market move lower, and should that be the case, then look for prices to settle. I would think from this area here is going to be your first, and it is indeed. Just below the low there is where the first one will be, and then what I would do here, if the market takes out this 76, is just keep going back to these higher lows and back to the top, and then you will get them all lined up like ducks over on the right there. So you can see where the market will find some support, and that's what's great about rolling these fibs. You'll be amazed how many times the market actually goes to these areas. News-wise, not a lot today. Market's getting back to normal, and the only high-impact news item is from the UK manufacturing PMI. This is out at 9:30 a.m. Meanwhile, in the Dow yesterday, big day, down 500 points. Before the market found support at one of the areas that we've had marked in for some time, 23,356. The market's weak. We've discussed this before, and I would expect this market to continue lower, even though the market came off the lows yesterday, which you can see here. The volume is very, very light. So sideways to lower is my preferred at the moment, to see if the market can hold above the down channel, which needs to actually be moved a bit. It seems to have moved off the chart there. That's the low that we want. So as we've got this point here and this point here, so market coming back to this yesterday, and again a powerful area for this market at this level. In the 5-minute chart yesterday, it was just downhill all the way, and again the settings that we're using at the moment, just to refresh, we've got 30 and 50, and yesterday these giving some nice trades there as it followed the market lower during the main session. There you see how the volume is huge during these sessions at the moment, and then drops off on the overnight, and the market coming back a bit at the moment. Expect a bit of a bounce off this, and then see what happens when the market opens at 2:30. Implied volatility was on here. I'll just bring it back. This down, which is really odd, from 20.85. The only reason I can think here is because of most of the rest of the trading world was not at the desks yesterday, and the US were. but it's a very odd figure, 1878. That should actually be higher, given that the market lost 500 points. But I do believe that there was 8 billion of mini S&P contracts sold into the markets in the pre-market session. So I don't know whether somebody's missed something, but it's very strange that this is actually this low. Bitcoin is higher. Just get rid of all of these notification things. This is because it's a free version of TradingView, the charting package. So here we've got a bit of green for the first time in days for Bitcoin, but personally I still think we're heading down into this direction here once we've had a bit of a dead cat bounce and continue to move this market to the downside. Do have a bit of volume for the weekend, but still nothing climatic to actually say that this is the bottom of this current move that we're seeing at the moment. So again, a bit of a dead cat bounce going on there. Right, that will do it for this one. If there's anything to report, I will let you know. But again, I expect further weakness in the Dow. See if the pound holds at the 76% areas, and also the low that it's just put in, and the psychological level of 140. And again, watch for Bitcoin to fail any sort of mini rally that it has over the next few days. Right, that's it. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.